Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. It was not the Christmas present we expected or wanted for our team. Martine Berger said the fire that destroyed the main building at Berger Horticulture at Birthright is especially difficult at this time of year. She said the evaluation of the main building is that it is a complete loss. The Canada-based company does intend to rebuild, according to Berger. According to Mike Matthews, Hopkins County Fire Marshal, the cause of the fire is undetermined, but there's nothing to raise suspicions as to its cause. ATF assisted in the investigation with technology and manpower. Marshall stated that the fire did start in the center of the factory area where the building collapsed. He stated that interviews with employees have been conducted to assist in possible causes of the fire, and there are a couple of interviews that remain. He emphasized that there is no suspicion of foul play as a cause for the fire. Other buildings at the facility are safe, according to Berger. She said no dollar figure has been attached to the loss at this time. Berger told KSST News Thursday afternoon that the family-owned business is putting together a contingency plan, but will meet next week to begin the process of planning for the future of the local facility. At this time, no employee wages have been lost, and the company officials will meet with the employees next week so they will know the solution that will be put in place. She said the company, quote, wants to take care of our people, unquote. Berger said the company is grateful for the quick and effective work of emergency services and the county and area fire departments. She said they also thanked the neighbor who called in or reported the fire. The first call came in Monday, December 24th at 11:28 a.m. of a possible structure fire at the Berger Horticulture located near Birthright on State Highway 19 North. The fire was officially under control at 3:20 p.m. that afternoon. Hopkins County Engine 20, Sulphur Springs Fire Department engine, and North Hopkins Volunteer Fire Department arrived at the same time at the scene. Noting the fire was consuming the front side of the building, an all-call was given to all county fire departments. County tankers from surrounding counties also assisted. Those included Lamar, Franklin, and Delta counties, and the City of Commerce responded as well. Hopkins County Fire Chief Andy Inslee said the fire could have gone all night had it not been for the sacrifices of the crews involved. He noted that even though it was Christmas Eve day, when many would be finalizing shopping and family activities, the dedication of the county, city, and area firemen kept the fire from escalating to a greater level. Friday afternoon at the Hopkins County Fire Department, the 20th anniversary of the fire department was celebrated.
Thank y'all for coming out today to celebrate Hopkins County 20th anniversary. We really don't have an exact date of when it started. Mr. Don Patterson might have an exact date. Do you have one, Mr. Don? So we're just going to celebrate all year. So, we do appreciate you taking time out of your day, especially on the Friday and the first time we've seen sunlight in almost a week. For y'all out here that's been praying for the rain, would you please stop for a little bit and let us get dried out? But no, I never want to gripe about the rain, but I would really appreciate everyone coming out. 20 years, it's hard to imagine. I wasn't here at the beginning, but got here as soon as I could. So I came in 2006 here part-time and rode with a lot of these guys here on the Engine 20. But we cannot have not made it without the volunteers' help on this side. This system is designed to function together as a team, and also with the city of Sulphur Springs. All of us together we made what you see here today, and with the dreams of a court that really stepped out and done something that was unheard of out of 254 counties in the state of Texas. We think we're only one of 5, and of that 5, I don't think any of them are exactly how we run our department here at Hopkins County, when we go out and we help one another and we put our all-out effort to give you the best fire service available here in Hopkins County. There's other counties around us that are very envious of us, and for good measure on that, because we have a very good system that works well here for us.
Well, thank you, Chief, and we are excited about 20 years. I was at the courthouse at that time, but I never knew all that went on in county government and in protecting the county. That is, I knew the sheriff did his job and didn't do very little others. So the volunteers, you've been a very pleasant surprise in my life as the county judge. So thank you for the services that you do. It's way immeasurable to our citizens.
Well, like I stuck me up here first, but this thing started out a long time ago. We all were within the city, with the city for a long time, and worked out real well, and still working well. But we felt like maybe the city was wanting to go one direction, and we wanted to go another. So it progressed to the point that we started in building a county fire department. And it took a lot of hours and a lot of work and a lot of ingenuity of our paid firemen, volunteers, all worked together on this thing and helped put this together, make it work. The court tried to carry the ball the best we could, and Beth and I were on the court when this thing first started, and then Danny came on board and helped us. This lot right here, we had to haul umpteen loads of dirt to build this up. Got it to where it could build a facility on it. Went to Washington D.C. and lobbied their senators and congressmen and got an intermodal grant, and finally got to the point that we could build a building here. We started out down on Weaver Drive in a little old building, and it progressed good for 12 hours a day, but when it got 24, it just wouldn't work. So we came to this point, and we had built up from there in agreement with the hospital to have an ambulance here on the south side. Worked out real good. But the county fire department and the volunteers worked great together, and without either one of them working together, this thing would be hard. They worked with the city worked with us. I say us, I'm not on the court anymore, but they work with the county, and it all works together. And when you work together, good things happen. So I'm proud of the facility, I'm proud of the way it's worked, and I hope each and every one of you are proud of it. Thank you.
Well, Don kind of hit the high points. I can tell you that I was kind of a new commissioner when we came in. I came in 1997, so I had 2 years under my belt. For you new commissioners, imagine if all of a sudden you were going to step out and go to a 24-hour or full-time fire department, which we all knew that's where we wanted to head to, because we had a vision of what we wanted the rural residents and the city residents to have in their fire and emergency services protection. So we kind of all just looked at each other and said, well, yeah, we can do that, you know, but we're going to do it slow and we're going to grow into it. And did we make some mistakes? Yes, we did. But we corrected them, and we had wonderful personnel. I cannot even begin to tell you the support that we appreciated as a court from the volunteer fire departments, from Brian and me, Mikey and Jerry Pat. My heavens, they had the old green fire truck, and they didn't even have a home when we first started. They just kind of drove around during the day, and they'd park it out at the fire station or out at the Civic Center, or whoever would give them a slot. So it was exciting times. I cannot believe it's been 20 years. Just unbelievable to be out here. I was talking to Dawn earlier about our trip to New York and Katie. We had so much fun, but to go lobby at the federal level, we went to Max Sandlin's office, we went to Senator Cornyn's office, we went to Senator Hutchinson's office, and we told them about our vision for Hopkins County. And at that time, you could earmark projects. And so what they did is they earmarked our $750,000 for this fire station, but we had to wait 2 years for it to come through the system. And then we visited with the hospital, and they told us that they would put an ambulance on the south side of Interstate 30, which y'all all know that's kind of a problem back in the day, because you'd hit that railroad track and you just didn't have quick service over here. So the hospital district agreed to rent that portion of the building if we would build it. So we issued tax anticipation notes, which is different than a bond, to fund the next $750,000, and it paid off within 7 years. So thank you guys for letting me be a part of this dream and it being realized. I thank you to the courts that are following behind us, that they will continue on this dream, because there's still more steps to make. You can improve on this. Our firemen, they still need parity in their salaries. So I'm doing a little bit of lobbying here. Our volunteer fire department still needs some dollars. So, you know, y'all pick up the dream, y'all pick up the mantle and help move it forward so that in 20 years we'll have people from all around the state coming here and saying, gosh dang, y'all worked hard and your dream is reality. Thank you guys.
Well, when I came on, all the hard work had been done. I came on 4 years after the conception of this organization. And like I said, they'd done all the hard decisions and footwork had been done. So I just kind of come along, tagged along. But we did build this building. And as Don said, we hauled a lot of dirt. And someday in the history books will show Hopkins County is always building buildings in low-lying flood zones. I think this is the third one we've done that way. Or the first one, the Civic Center Pavilion, the second one, now the jail. But so far, I think everything's worked out pretty good, and we might get accolades someday for our great engineering ideas. But anyway, that's kind of how we started. And this building was the money, the $750,000 grant had been obtained by their hard work, and then, as Beth said, we did tax anticipation notes for another $750,000, and we got this. What I think is a very nice facility for a county fire department anywhere, or any fire department actually. I'm real proud of it. And so we nurtured this thing and carried it on, and we're real proud. I think the thing that I'm most proud of is camaraderie that we have between our sheriff's office, our dispatch, our emergency personnel, and the fire department, and the volunteers, and the city. It's not always been really great, but I think right now it's at a high point between all those organizations working to the good of not just rural citizens, not just the citizens within the city, but all citizens of Hopkins County. And that's what it's all about, is that we do what we have to do to provide service as a public servant to all the people in our county, all of our constituents. And so far, so good. And I know it's going to be carried on, and I know it's even going to get better. So with that, thank you very much, and I appreciate the people from Precinct 4 gave me the opportunity to be a part of it.
Thank y'all very much. I couldn't say any better than those three right there. And again, those are the ones that stepped out and took a leap of faith to see what you have here today. We're 20 years in this year. Now we need to continue, as Beth said, into the next 20 years and beyond, how we're going to carry out Hopkins County Fire, all the Hopkins County volunteer fire departments, and all of us continue to work together along the city of Sulphur Springs and just continue to grow and become better and better, because we have a mass influx of people coming in, whether you realize it or not. Hopkins County is growing, and we got to keep up with the demands of the growth and the demands of the aging generation on helping them with their health, because we do first responder out of this station as well with several of the volunteers. But I'd just like to thank the court we have now, the previous courts that we've had that's got us where we're at today. But also I'd like to thank my staff here, the firefighters here at Hopkins County, with their full-time, part-time, past, present, and then even into the future, because that core group makes what we see here today. They take very good care of this facility. It's a lot to keep up with. It's a big building. It's a lot of grounds here. They do a phenomenal job. We still run a short staff, but you couldn't never see that, because they work hard, they work diligent in keeping this place taken care of. The equipment is top notch. The commissioners stepped up and gave us some top-notch equipment, and they take very good care of it. We don't ride around in a clean fire truck just because we like to have it clean, which we do, but we do that for maintenance purposes. We do that to show the citizens that we care about the tax money that y'all provide for us to provide all this equipment out here, because it takes a lot to provide a fire department, and it costs a lot of money. It is a tax burden onto the tax budget, but it's a must-have. And again, like Mr. Danny said, I appreciate the Sheriff's Office, the Sulphur Springs PD, all the entities that we work with daily, EMS, we work with them all the time, and we appreciate everything they've done for us. In this, and being our anniversary, usually the people that have an anniversary get the gift, but this year, we get to give back to y'all by, we have been a ISO 10. What does that mean? 10 to 0, or 10 to 1, 10 being the worst, non-existent, 1 being the best. There is not a 1, ISO 1 in Northeast Texas. We are going from a 10 to a 4, which means that we haven't been in the insurance world. We've been here, but not to the insurance eyes. So we're going to a 4 February 1st, 2019. So that is our gift. So hopefully that y'all get a reduce in the insurance rates. Now it's up to you as an individual to get with your insurance agent and see where you can fall into place. You may have to wait a little time lag. It's according to where you did your renewed your policy. My wife and I renewed ours last week. We had to wait a year. So, but that's okay. It is coming, and it's will continue to get better. Cumbie, Brashear area, Miller Grove, Picton Pine Forest, Sotelo, Brinker, and am I missing one guy? Y'all will be going respectively in those areas. Y'all actually hit January 1. So, and then you have other departments of our 12 volunteer departments. They're working on gaining that. If not, they got a plan on down the road of how they're going to get there, hopefully with the ISO side of it. So you'll see some more new, we'll call them new used apparatus. They still got a lot of life in them coming from bigger cities where they're buying, and some have not. This is what they choose to do, but everybody has its place. Everyone works together, and we need everyone to help us. And if you ever thought about volunteering, you're in the crowd today, get with your local community, because I guarantee you that volunteer department can put you to work somewhere. It doesn't matter your age or what your physical handicaps are. If you have any, they can put you to work somewhere, because there's a need for someone everywhere in an organization such as this. Again, if I missed anybody, I apologize. Thanks for coming out. If y'all will, just here in just a few moments, the Hopkins County Chamber of Commerce is here to do a ribbon cutting. If y'all help us with that picture, feel free to take pictures, mingle. We had from 2 to 4 on this. It's an open house, so if you've never been in this facility, please feel free to walk around, look. If you want a tour of it, get one of the guys here on duty. They'll give you a tour of the fire station. A lot of people actually slide the pole. Unfortunately, if you're not on duty today, you can't slide the pole. So. Some might have snuck that in a time or two when we're not looking, but we do appreciate you coming out again. Thank you for helping to celebrate 20 years here at Hopkins County, and we look forward to many, many more years with y'all and being a partner with y'all here in Hopkins County. Thank you very much for coming out today.
Well, it's almost time for the gala. Now, that is the major fundraiser of the Hopkins County Healthcare Foundation. They have a lofty goal this year for their fundraising of $500,000. Let's find out more from Meredith Cadell, CEO.
As soon as New Year's rolls around, I had several people text me on New Year's Day saying, okay, gala's rolling around. Tell me what I should be wearing.
Okay. Now, of course, gala is a big highlight of the year, but it's not the only thing the Healthcare Foundation is involved in, like all year long.
No, we have so many events that we hosted throughout the year. Our whole Lots of Life campaign goes on throughout pretty much the entire year. And we hosted the style show, and we had the Pat Green concert, and Bras for a Cause, and Fly your flag. We had lots of events that take place to help us reach our goal, which our goal is actually a lot higher this year than it's ever been before. Our goal is $500,000 because we're purchasing a 3D mammography machine for our hospital. So our goal is out there. It's lofty, but we're getting close. And so that's why we have all the events, and then we top it off with the gala that takes place on January 26th at the Civic Center.
Okay. And tickets are still available for that gala?
There are a very few tickets available for the gala.
Okay. Now, what is the theme this year?
The theme is Vegas. What's raised in Hopkins County stays in Hopkins County. So, it's really important for us to make people realize, when Christus came in, people thought, oh, well, now they're going to be raising money and they're going to be sending money all over, to different Christus facilities. And that is absolutely not the case. We are still the Hopkins County Healthcare Foundation, and every dime that we raise stays here in Hopkins County. So, all of that money is going to go to our hospital, so it doesn't go to Tyler, it doesn't go to Irving, it doesn't go anywhere except right here. So we thought Vegas, what's raised here stays here, basically. So.
Great theme. And so what will the evening be like?
Well, picture, we talked about Vegas, and some people have a tendency to think Elvis, White Little Chapel, downtown. That's really not what we're going for. We're really going for more of Bellagio, Venetian, high class, glitzy, glamorous, just a fun. Lots of lights, lots of glam. I've talked to lots of women who are looking for their dresses, and they're like, "Oh, are you looking for high glam Vegas?" I'm like, "Yes, that's absolutely the look." So. You never know what you're going to see at the gala. That's the fun part, is to see what everybody's wearing and see who has the coolest shoes and who has the coolest, it's just a fun night to get dressed up. So, but Vegas will be fun. We've got, you'll picture, kind of chandeliers, lots of light, just classy Vegas, I guess is a good way to describe it. Not old time downtown Vegas.
What about the tables? The gambling tables.
Oh, yes. We will have gambling tables. It's not gambling for money. It'll be gambling for prizes. So you'll be able to buy in chips that you'll gamble throughout the night, and then you'll get tickets. And then we'll have several really nice prizes that will be available, and you'll put your tickets in there, and at the end of the night, we'll draw for the winning. I think we're looking at a Louis Vuitton bag. We're looking at a couple of night hotel stay, maybe either at WinStar or one of the casinos in Shreveport. So there'll be some really nice prizes to vie for throughout the night. So it'll be fun. The tables won't be going on the entire night. The tables will start about the same time that the band and everything gets started, because we want people to come in. We want everybody to be able to eat and do all that stuff, and then the tables will start when our new band starts. We have a new band.
Tell us about
called
it.
Intensity, and they're a great band. They play country, they play pop, they play rock and roll. So I think they'll be a really good fit. We've always had a lot of people say, you don't play enough country. Well, you want to keep people on the dance floor, but you also want to keep those country folks happy and have some two-stepping songs. So this group will do a good job at being able, I think, to fit the entire, that everybody that'll be there will enjoy it.
Well, where did we find Intensity?
We found them, actually, Lindsay and Blake Johnson are the sponsors for the band, and so she just decided it was going to be her mission to go find us a good band that would do exactly what we wanted them to do, and so she reached out to him and found them out of the Metroplex, so they'll be here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, the gala is January 26th. There's lots to be done before gala time, but the things that the gala helps fund.
Yes.
Is the bigger year-long thing. So for the year of 2018, 2019, the two together is your $500,000 goal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we actually had that goal up through July.
Okay.
I, of course, would love to reach it by the end of gala night, if at all possible. We're sitting at about $360,000 at this moment, which is fabulous, and we're so grateful to the community. We do have, when we started doing this mammography suite, it really has turned into more of a women's center. We're paying the $500,000 for the actual machine to have it, but the hospital has agreed to really develop what we're going to call a women's center, which will have a bone density machine in it. It'll have our 3D mammography. So to kind of be a one-stop shop for women, all the services that you might have to go out of town for, you'll be able to do it there at this one center. So we have a lot of naming opportunities. Normally we don't. The gala is not renowned for doing naming. Like you could name the room that the mammography machine is actually in. And most of the time people are like, oh, well, that'll be millions and millions of dollars. And that's really not the case. I mean, our top, if you wanted to name the women's center, like you want it to be the Enola Gay Women's Center, it's $250,000, which it may sound like a lot of money, but that will be in perpetuity. That will be forever. That name as long as we have a hospital in Hopkins County, that facility will be there and be named. So it's a great opportunity for someone who wants to honor or, do it in memory of a loved one possibly that suffered through breast cancer or some disease that affects women especially. It's a great opportunity. And then there's lots of other opportunities. Like we have all the different rooms have different capabilities to name those rooms. So you could do those rooms in honor or memory of a loved one, or do it from your family and things like that. So, and there's a wide array from like $5,000. Actually, there's a $2,500 option that will be the donor wall. And so right as you walk in the hospital past the gift shop is where the women's center will be. So literally everyone who walks in the hospital, if they're going toward the elevator or day surgery, and that's where the women's center will be, and we'll have a donor wall. And for $2,500, you can just have your name on that wall that says that you contributed as part of developing this women's center. So lots of opportunities that we're working on, great opportunities for people in our community that want to have an opportunity to give back, and also to have it so that it's not just a sponsorship that they're doing, it's something that will actually live on forever. So it's a great opportunity for someone who's looking for that opportunity. Yeah. So.
Really, really does sound nice. And for us to say we have a women's center at our own Chris's Hospital here?
Yes. I really just think it's huge. I know how many times we've had to go, maybe you go to Dallas if you get you have your screening for your mammogram and you have to go to Dallas or to Tyler for a follow-up. You won't have to do that anymore. The 3D reduces callbacks by like 45 or 50%. And you know what that's like. If you happen to get they say they find something, well, you're just frantic, for 2 weeks until you can get an appointment and you have to take off work. All of those things will go away because we'll be able to have that facility here. The process will be much quicker. They'll actually be able to do a biopsy on site if they do find something. When they do the diagnostic mammo, we'll have a radiologist that can do a biopsy, so you don't have to wait yet again 2 more weeks before you find out, hopefully, that it's nothing. And so I just think it's going to be a great opportunity for our hospital. So we're really excited about the project.
Well, we need that.
Yes, absolutely.
And we are going to have that, right?
Yes, we are. I am working. Our committee is working. The community has been amazing. But I just like for people to understand that, we've not done a lot of naming opportunities at our hospital. And so this is one that if it strikes a chord with somebody, this is their opportunity. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be $250,000. You don't have to name the entire facility, but you can really show a loved one, $5,000 would do a room or a dressing room or something like that, and that just lives on and shows that my mom a long time ago did our children's area at the church in honor of my husband and myself and our children, and she didn't spend a whole lot of money, but it's so neat to walk upstairs to, they call it the zoo, which is appropriate for the Cadell family, but it's so neat to walk up there and see that plaque that's on the wall and know that our family had something to do with that. And so it's a great opportunity for people in the community that want to give back and to have something that will live on forever. So anyway, it's exciting. I mean, it's fun, and Gala is going to be fun. We're excited and can't wait.
Well, and before we leave the idea of the Women's Center, tell me again what would be in this Women's Center. The bone density machine?
Bone density machine. Then we'll also have an ultrasound machine as well as the 3D mammography. Will all be located right there in that one particular area. It'll be a very large area, and that's what's located there.
And that would be called the mammography suite?
Well, the mammography suite will be the room that the mammo machine's in, but the whole facility that will be inside the hospital will be the women's center that will have that bone density ultrasound as well as the 3D mammo machine. So Last thing I'm going to tell you, we're doing the 100 for 100 again this year,
yeah.
which is a raffle. We only sell 100 tickets, and we sell them for $100. A lot of people are like, well, I could never win a live auction item. You know, I could never afford to buy one. So we give people the opportunity. It's just cost $100. We only sell 100 of them, and you get to pick on the ticket one of 10 live auction items. And if we draw your name the night of the gala, you win that item. So we have a trip to Vegas. We have a trained black lab hunting puppy.
Okay.
That's going to be fun. We have a beautiful quilt from Dana's. We have Craig and Ann Roberts have done a one of their Beaver's Bend cabins that will sleep 14 to 16 people. They've got that on there. There's a day trip to Fredericksburg for 6 people. There'll be a flight to Fredericksburg, do a little wine tour, fly back that night. Let me think. Oh my goodness, we have a hella hunt. We have a Texas Ranger suite. We just have. There's lots of really great live auction items. So it's just $100. It's tax deductible, of course, and you get a chance to win that item. I know the first year Mike Horn won from Latson's, and they got a trip to Cancun was one of the prizes. And then I think last year Craig Roberts won, and I can't remember what he took. I don't remember if he did the. I can't remember what he did. But anyway, it's just a fun opportunity for people who think, well, I could never win a live auction item because I couldn't pay that much money. But you can have the opportunity for just paying $100. You have the opportunity to have a chance, 1 out of 100, to win one of the live auction items. And then we just take that item off. So we do that very first before we start the live auction that night. And we take that item off the table and nobody bids for it and you win it. So it's a fun night. So
the 100 for 100 tickets offer is still out there.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be putting all the information on Facebook. It'll have a description of all the items on Hopkins County Healthcare Foundation Facebook page.
Okay.
And we'll have those out next week.
And so through the year of 2019, all of the same things that we did last year, that are fundraisers for the Healthcare Foundation, will go on again. Lights of Life was big.
Yes. I mean, it's just, I don't know. You know, you try to come up with new ideas and fun different things to do, but the Lights of Life campaign has been going on. This is the 13th year for the gala, but the actual Lights of Life campaign has been going on for 22 or 23 years. And it started out just with the tree lighting. And then it's evolved to what it is today. And we've given the hospital over, I want to say, $2.5 or $2.7 million over the course of the year. So,
wow.
Yeah. So hopefully we're making a difference. I mean, you can see it's great. I know we don't have time, but the stories that we can tell about the pieces of equipment that we've purchased and the life-saving capabilities that we've provided by having this equipment. And had the foundation not raised the money, the hospital wouldn't have it, and could have made the difference in someone's life. So
this is true.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for reminding us of that and about the gala. And it's going to be January 26th, and there's just nothing else like it in Hopkins County.
There's not. It's really a fun night. So I hope if you still don't have tickets, give me a call at the hospital, and I will get you set up.
And how do people call you?
438-4799.
Okay.
Here's Don Julian with sports.
The Saltillo Lady Lions basketball team opened district play Thursday with a solid win at Avery. The Lady Lions won 51-25. Lady Lions outscored Avery in every quarter. Anna Reeder led the Lady Lions with 16 points. Chandler Bain had 10 points. Jocelyn Ochoa scored 9 points. Maddie Smith had 7 points, and Brittany People scored 6 points. The Lady Lions are 1-0 in district play, and their season record is now 17-8. They play next at home Saturday at 6 p.m. against Union Grove. The Lady Lions JV also defeated Avery's JV 31-12 on Thursday, and the Lady Lions JV now has a 9-1 season record.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.